All right, y'all, it's Friday afternoon, and I'm so excited that y'all decided to drop by. Listen.
Hype me up.
Come on, man. I know y'all know I need them hypes like a crackhead need a pipe. There's only 2 YouTubers in the world that do that, and I'm both of them. Well, why you always begging for these likes and these hypes? I need them. It help your boy in the algorithm, man. Show your boy some love, man.
It's all gone. Everything is gone.
Just read this morning that Texas farmers are closing down because they can't find laborers to work their fields.
Oh, the ones you see
Are
back
you
home?
telling me white people can't, won't work in the fields? Hey, all of you who thought they were taking your jobs, accepting applications now.
This is breaking news. Texas farmers are sounding the alarm on this tariff war. And in more breaking news, nobody cares. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me or maybe it's some of you too, but as far as farmers sounding the alarm, I don't care. I have to admit.
I mean, I low-key care because if the farmers is having a hard time, guess what? The grocery stores are going to start to have a hard time. And, you know, most of us don't grow our own food, but this was what happens when dumb people vote against their own interests. I knew for a fact when Donald Trump was talking all this immigration rhetoric and shit, I knew I didn't want any of those jobs that was going to be taken if those people were to be mass deported. I know I don't want to go out there and pick fruits from trees and watermelons up off the ground. I don't want to do any of that shit. I like what I got going on, but I don't think they thought it through. Cause I know ain't no white people I know trying to go pick no damn tangerines off come on now. You not used to that type of labor, bro.
I don't care at all because the last time Donald Trump was president, 100,000 farmers across the country lost their farms. Yeah. So overwhelmingly, farmers voted for this man again, knowing full well of his history the last time he was president.
What I always tell y'all, the MAGA voters, bro, their brains are as smooth as 90s R&B jams.
So from me to you, farmers, I don't care. I don't care how bad things get for you. I don't care if you lose your farm. I don't care if I don't care. At least I don't care to hear about it. I really don't. Because this is exactly what you voted for. And you're going to get what you voted for. You're going to get 4 more years of Donald Trump not giving a damn about farmers whatsoever. So, enjoy.
I will. Sipping on my black-owned coffee. You know what I mean? Baldwin and Company. Check them out if you ever in New Orleans. You understand me?
Regarding all these farmers that are now crying about possibly losing their farms because they voted for Trump, this is why you absolutely should not feel bad for any of these farmers that voted for Trump. Now, the ones that didn't vote, yes, feel sorry for them, go support them, do whatever you need to do. But the ones that voted for Trump, do not feel sorry for them, and let me tell you why.
Tell me.
I am a builder, and I've been building shit in Oklahoma City going on like 20 years now, and farmers are not stupid. If you have the ability to manage a farm and understand the weather, the climate, your machinery, the chemistry that goes into your crops, you are not a stupid person.
That doesn't mean they're not stupid. That means they're good at that one thing. Common sense doesn't naturally come to a lot of people like that, because if I was a white boy and I was a farmer and I hear President Trump talking about we're going to get rid of these illegal immigrants, and I know damn well most of my employees don't got no documentation, maybe I'm not going to vote for this guy. Maybe I'm not going to vote for him. That doesn't mean that I can't learn how to do all of the processes of farming and learning accounting and learn the marketing and doing all of this stuff with the government grants and the subsidies. And I can understand that totally, but it straight up miss that key component, right? I know some highly functioning stupid people. They are book smart, but they don't have common sense.
You're just not. And especially when you come from generational farming, you have the ability to look ahead and predict what you need to survive. And so when you have two candidates where you have Kamala Harris on one side giving you a whole fucking list of shit that she's going to do for you and make your life better, and then you have Trump on the other side who can't even come out with a normal sounding sentence, and you still vote for that guy, and you are a farmer, you are either racist or sexist or both.
They're both, for the most part. Let's just call a spade a spade. They're both.
And they're only crying now because now they are being treated exactly how they voted for other people to be treated.
Ooh-wee.
Got that? They are being treated how they voted for other minorities, people of color, everybody else, poor people, sick people. That's how they voted for other people to be treated. And now they're the ones being treated that way by losing their livelihood, their home.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, huh? Half the day you voted for.
Their income, their farms. So do not feel sorry for them. This is exactly what they had coming. Quick follow-up as to why exactly would Trump be doing this to farmers anyways? And I'm guessing 99% chance it's because he wants to bankrupt farms so his corporate buddies can come in and do a land grab. Basically what you have been seeing the last few years, major companies buying up a bunch of rental houses and jacking up the price of rents, and it's all going to corporations. It's probably something similar to let these farms go to foreclosure and his corporate buddies be able to come in, swoop them up.
Pennies on the dollar.
Now you've got bigger companies involved in more of our day-to-day food.
And guess what? Once that happens, then he's going to make it basically possible for them to operate for next to or a little to nothing. And the profits is going to be crazy. And he probably going to get a little kickback. Bruh, anytime Trump hires somebody, it's to benefit him and not the American people. What's the new guy who's over the Federal Reserve now? It was Jerome Powell at first. He's done. The new guy is estimatedly worth $200 million. And I was watching a video by Clear Value Tax, and he was like, I guarantee you by the end of his term, that same guy who's worth now $200 million will be a billionaire. These positions are being given to people so that they can do the will of Trump and also make themselves that much more wealthy. It ain't never about us, dog. Straight DEI hires.
To farm with my dad every day. It's a way of life. It's a wonderful way of life. And it's at risk. And it shouldn't be.
The impact of Trump's tariffs is being felt in the heartland.
Soybean farmers here are now suffering economically like they haven't in decades.
Right now, we are harvesting soybeans in Marengo,
Who you
Illinois.
voted for, boy?
My family has been farming since 1846. I'm the 5th generation.
I bet you they got that land for free, too. I bet you they did. They was just throwing it out there. They ain't know what they was doing. They were just giving it out. They were throwing that land in a circle, you dig?
For grain operation, we grow corn, soybeans. I am a product of the pioneers.
Like, this nigga lame
It's
as hell.
history.
It is.
You don't let that go. One of the best memories that I had was just my dad teaching me how to drive a tractor. I got to farm with my dad every day. It was pretty cool.
Pops.
How many people could do that? It's a way of life. It's a wonderful way of life. And it's at risk. And it shouldn't be.
Please go ahead and tell me you voted for Trump so I can somewhat stop feeling sorry for you. Because if you voted for Trump, that's going to make me instantly not feel sorry for you. But I ain't going to lie. The cracking of the voice, the slow music is, I have a heart. I'm not an evil person, bro. Like, I really don't want him to be a Trump supporter. But shit, man, did you vote for him? Because if you didn't, I promise you I'll feel bad for you. But if you did, it's F you.
It's total bullshit. Human lives are at stake. It's stupid. The whole thing is stupid.
I'm very proud of him. He's done a great job. He's kind. He's very caring. He cares about other people. I didn't really want him to be a farmer. When my husband got sick, he asked if he could take over the farm. He said, Mom, give me 3 years. Just give me 3 years. So that's what we did, and it's turned into 16 years.
Harvest is usually the best time of the year. It's literally the fruits of your labor. This is the time where we as farmers get to celebrate all of our hard work and that we get paid for our year's worth of work. And unfortunately, this one has a real bitter taste to it because the money is being spent right now in Argentina and being given to billionaires. Farming's hard enough as it is, dealing with Mother Nature, but this year especially is very challenging because of the tariffs that have been put upon us. Our cost of production has increased and our markets have dropped dramatically. And this is really putting a major strain on all farmers right now.
And guys, don't forget about this too. They haven't really been covering this that much. There is literally a record-breaking drought happening right now in America. It's kind of sad, bro.
No. If anybody who's not a farmer and they say, well, what do I care about what's happening with farmers? What does that matter? Well, in Illinois, 20% of all jobs revolve around agriculture. And when farmers have money, we spend it. And we spend it on really big, high-ticket items like combines or tractors, all of whom are made in major Rust Belt areas. And those are really high-paying, good jobs. And that trickles down to the waitresses who get better tips, to our schools because people have more income, the schools get better funded. And right now we're just in a major holding pattern because we have no income. The American people are hurting right now. The farmers are hurting right now. There is absolutely no reason for this.
Our grain prices are down. We have tariffs. We have a bumper crop. We don't have people to sell it to. China hasn't bought one of our beans. We don't have those markets anymore because of the tariffs.
I'm looking at the commodity prices, where they're at, which is how I get paid. I'm having a real difficult time trying to give a positive outlook for 2026. When President Obama was in office, we had a wonderful jolt of energy because we had an administration that said, we're going to have advanced biofuels power.
Texas, help this.
Well, maybe he wasn't a Trump voter. I mean, I still feel bad for the dude at the end of the day, but like, boy, that would have been a nail in the coffin. If any inkling of you a Trump supporter, boy, I'd have been like, you know what? You deserve it. But man, I don't know that he was, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
This makes sense. Okay. Right now, gas is $4.19 a gallon in Texas, where I live. 6 months ago, that same gallon of gas was $2.65 for an increase of 55% over the past 180 days. Okay, I'm from Washington State, so I'm going to compare it to Washington. Right now, in Washington, the average price for a gallon of gas is $5.75, okay? 6 months ago, the price of that gallon of gas was about $4.50 for a 35% increase over the past 180 days.
Why is there so much?
Okay, so for the average 15 gallons of gas, let's just say 15 gallons of gas is filling up your car for average. That 15 gallons of gas is going to cost somebody in Texas about $63.
All right.
The same 15 gallons is going to cost someone in Washington State $86, okay?
So a $23 difference.
So why does Texas have a 55% increase over in Washington's 35% increase in gas?
The only thing I can think of is that, you know, the politicians is out there, so they're going to make sure that they straight. Because you would think it would be cheaper in Texas because that's a big oil state. I don't know. I'm not that smart, bro.
Over the last 180 days, that's my first question. My second question, I want to address the minimum wage. Minimum wage in Texas is $7.25. $7.25. The minimum wage in Washington State, $17.13 approximately. You know what that difference is? That's a difference of $9.88 an hour more. $9.88 an hour more, or 2.3 times higher minimum wage in Washington State, okay? So for someone in Texas to buy that 15 gallons of gas, it's gonna cost them 9 hours of work approximately. They're gonna work 9 hours at that minimum wage for that gas, that tank of gas. In Washington, for that same 15 gallons of gas, they're gonna work.
I'm stupid as hell, bro. I'm thinking she was talking about Washington, D.C. I just said reading is fundamental. She's talking about Washington State.
5.5 hours, okay? 9 hours, 5.5 hours approximately. The last minimum wage increase in Texas was in 2009. That is 17 years ago since there has been a state minimum wage increase, a cost of living increase, anything, 17 years. Meanwhile, in Washington state, in the last 17 years, they've had 17 minimum wage increases, meaning about one a year, the minimum wage goes up, and their next increase is scheduled for January of 2027. So why in the hell, why Texas, are you guys still living in wages from 2009? $7.25 an hour in the minimum wage, when prices are going up exponentially here more so than other places.
Yo, is Washington a red or a blue state? I don't know, but I know Texas is a red state, and you know Republicans pride themselves on being good with the budget. And if they're going to be good with the budget, they can't be giving you peasants pay increases. That's what it is. And I'm not calling you peasants. That's what they think of you, man. It is what it is, man. The Republicans ain't trying to spend a quarter on y'all, man. They're going to do everything in their in their power to make the rich people even richer, bro. They don't care about the people, bro. Let's be real, dog.
Texas has the highest property taxes in the United States. One of the highest, at least. And my car insurance for perfect driving is the most expensive I've ever paid. In fact, people with DUI insurance in Washington state pay less than I do for car insurance with a perfect driving record. So I need somebody to explain this to me. Why is gas going up so much more in Texas than other places? And why in the hell is nobody in Texas voting to increase this minimum wage, $7.25? I want to know who is living on that and what is going on, Texas. Please, somebody make this make sense.
When was the last vote to increase the pay of government officials in Texas? The jokes write themselves, bro. The most recent major vote in Texas to increase pay for government officials happened in 2025 when the Texas legislature approved a 25% pay raise for state district judges. The legislation raised judicial salaries from $140 to $175, but you can't get no minimum wage increase. Come on, man. Make it make sense, dog. That vote also affected retirement benefits tied to judicial salaries for some elected officials, because Texas historically linked certain pensions to judge pay. However, if you mean lawmakers themselves, Texas House and Senate members, their base salary has not been increased in decades. Texas legislature still officially earns $7,200 per year plus per diem payments while the legislature in session. Bruh, still, come on, man. Look out for the people that keep Texas going. You don't care, man. It's kind of sad, bruh. But guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hype me up. Hype me up. I need that. You understand me?